I've been thinking about what to talk about to try and put a bit more information on my YouTube channel. I was just reflecting on the recent instance with my son, Eric, from my book Loving Eric, and thinking that at the beginning of this term, the September term, I was actually quite happy. It was the first time we'd ever had a good transition from one year to another. And recently, over the last 2 or 3 weeks, just before half term, his behaviour has deteriorated and he started having real problems again at school and the confrontation with young people. My point really is that you think you've got some answers with complex individuals such as my son, who has autism, ADHD, adoption, attachment issues. You think you've got a strategy that's working, and then something happens that shifts him off his train track of where he was going and sends him off in another direction. And you have to then try and work out what's going on in his head because he can't tell you, and try and help him get back on the right path. And I was away at the weekend with some friends, which was lovely, and just thought I feel really tired and ended up with a cold and realised that it was mainly because of the stress of always having to think and try and support my son in a very strategic way and also a very emotional way, because when he's angry he's really horrible to me and picks at me, and I'm to this, to that, to the other, and you have to be very, very resilient. And my friend on the way back, she was driving back, and she just said that I am really resilient. I just get on with these things, but it does take its toll. And so I suppose part of what I'm trying to say to parents who have children with additional needs is that it is exhausting, but you just have to keep going and you have to find a way to keep going. One of the things that I was always told when things were even more difficult than they are now was that I had to take care of myself. And I never knew how to carve out time to look after myself, running a family with 3 children and having a husband who worked shifts. And this comes to the reason why I've set up a retreat on the 16th of November next year for parents and carers who have children who exhibit behaviours that can be very demanding, who suffer from attachment trauma and or adoption. And it's to give parents and carers a chance to reflect and recharge and re-energise themselves, ready to carry on and support these really important people in our lives. Because the thing is, the parents and carers need to be supported to be able to carry on and fight the fights that these children need, and support them and love them and be present for everybody else in the family. So if you know of anybody who's suffering problems with children who can be particularly challenging, then put them towards my website, lauramorrissey.co.uk. Sorry, it's lauramorrisseycounselling.co.uk, and I'd be happy to speak to anybody and offer any advice that I can do. Thank you very much. Bye now.